God bring us from the land of Egypt? He brought us from the children of Israel. Was we not in captivity up under the Hamites, which are the Egyptians? No, all of us. He brought all of us out right. Okay, he brought us out of Egypt. So that story about Moses, that ain't just no story. That ain't no fairy tale story. That's a true story. Moses is a black man. Christ is a black man. The disciples, Paul, Peter, Ezekiel, Malachi, Jeremiah, they are black men. Just like you today, you see standing out here. These are chosen men, vessels of God, to preach the gospel, the true gospel. What does gospel mean? It means good news. I've given you good news today to tell you you ain't just a Negro, you ain't just a color, you ain't just a black, you ain't just an African American. You are the children of Israel. You're the chosen people of God. And it's high time for us to wake up and take our rightful place back. So we ain't out here again. We ain't asked you to come join no church and any type of organization. We just out here to show you and tell you the truth. That's why we out here. Where are the preachers at? Why are they not out here in our communities? Why are they just in the churches? They got the money, they got the nice cars, they got the houses, but our people are suffering out here. Where's the politician? Where's the preachers? Where are they at? You don't see them out here, do you? They too busy being false prophets, and that's exactly right. But watch this, and I'm going to show you where did they learn that false prophecy from? Where did they learn that from? Because again, God has been dealing with these people from decade to decade, for hundreds of years, okay? We are God's chosen people. And you wonder, why are we being treated? Why are we going through what we're going through? If your son or daughter did something that you didn't, you commanded them to do, you're going to punish them, right? But watch this. Read that.
John chapter 8 and verse 32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
So that's why we out here, to make sure we show you the truth. Because the truth, Colossians 2 and 8, the truth is going to make you free. Free how? You may say, well, I ain't got no yokes of iron around my neck. No, but we've been messed up in our mind. Okay? So you need to know the truth, because we tired of the lying. We tired of the lies in the churches. We tired of this right here has been a lie that's been impressed upon us down through hundreds of years. This is not God. This is not Christ according to the Bible. Okay? Who changed the truth of God, okay, into a lie? That's why we had to come out here and show our people that. Because these preachers won't do it. Only time most y'all go, I hope you go to church. You and y'all go to church. Only time you go to church now is probably a funeral of somebody you know that's close to you that has died, right? And that's horrific. We don't like that, okay? Black on black crime. Why is that? Because again, we don't know who we are. We don't realize that you're a prince. You're a princess. Now we ain't just saying that loosely, because we're trying to show you, according to this Bible, who we really are. Colossians 2 and 8. Turn that sound around.
Colossians chapter 2 and verse 8. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy in vain deceit.
Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy, okay, or vain deceit. Empty, it don't mean nothing. It ain't gonna, no matter how much these preachers preach to you, it ain't nothing but philosophy and vain deceit. They're deceiving you. It's empty. It ain't gonna prosper you nowhere, no how. And they give you all these prosperity messages, don't they? They give you all these naming and claiming messages, don't they? But it's vain deceit according to the Bible. Read on.
After the rudiments of the world.
After the rudiments of the world. Read on.
And not after Christ.
And not after Christ. Okay, beware. Read it again from the top.
Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit.
What men spoiled us? What men that it was that spoiled us? What people have spoiled us? What people? It show you right here. These man-made religions. Okay? Look. Baptists. Destroyed. That's right. Spoiled, rotten, destroyed. Okay? Look. Who gave you that Baptist religion? Who gave you that Mormon religion? Who gave you that Seventh-day Adventist religion? Who gave you Jehovah's Witness, Pentecostal? You see these people right here? These people have spoiled us from the time that our ancestors came off the cargo slave ship, okay? We were destroyed, okay, spoiled. Because in 1608, 1830, 1863, 1872, 1970, 1901, where were we at during those times? We was in shackles, we was in chains, okay? They forced these religions upon us.
Right.
As well as you see it get down here to Islam, Muslim. That's the religion of the Arabs.
Right.
We're not Arabs. They are people of color. But again, we was in the sub-Saharan slave trade. They forced that religion on us in a whole nother country before we came here to American Babylon the Great that the Bible speaks of. So there's a lot that we need to be taught, but these preachers, these pastors have spoiled us through the philosophy and vain deceit.
Right.
Why? Because they get money. They get paid for this. To keep their people asleep.
That's right.
Okay? There again, as you see, we was in slavery during this time. They gave us this, turn where's the image of Christ at? They gave us this image here. That's called white supremacy. Do y'all realize that? Now what color the Bible says Christ is according to the Bible? He had skin of bronze. Not only that, because there's a lot of bronze people in the world, right? But it went even further to say he was, his hair was like wool. That's exactly right. So who changed the truth of God into a lie? I just showed y'all, the white man, okay? And we ain't scared to say it. If the white man walk up right now, we're going to say the same thing, okay? Because when Malcolm X started bringing out the truth, what did they do to him? When Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., okay, started gathering his people and rallying his people together, what did they do to him? Okay? But again, we shouldn't have to worry about it. We shouldn't fear what man can do to us. We should fear who can destroy not only the body, but fear him that can destroy the body and the soul.
Right.
God is raising up great men in these last days. And you see some of them standing out here right now. And we're not just here, we're all over the world. And you're a part of that. So it's prominent that we come out here and show you who you really are according to the Bible. Because again, you think this is a white man book. No, they just took your history and made it their own. That's right. That's exactly right. Okay. What you got? Give me Hosea 4 and 6. So again, did this not happen to us? Huh? Did this happen to us? Look at this man back. They got movies out about this. Am I right? So this ain't no fairy tale. This happened to us. That's how you and I ended up here in America.
Right.
Babylon the Great. That's exactly right, because they don't tell you everything in depth. What really they done. It's some horrific stuff they done to our people. Just like if you, as a woman, you pray, you got kids, right? No, but if you had a kid, you know what they would do to you if you rebel against them? They tied a woman upside down, okay, and cut her belly open till the fetus fell out, cut her womb open till the baby fell out on the ground and stomped his head with a boot. That's documented history of what they did to us. Now, if God is punishing us for our disobedience, what you think he's going to do to those that did the things that they did to us? You think they're not going to reap what they sowed? Yes, exactly. So what we're showing you according to the Bible, this here, even that itself, because the Bible says, beware lest any man fool you through philosophy and vain deceit. It's showing you this Bible is a true book of prophecy. Okay? It tells you the past, the present, and the future.
Right.
These preachers ain't teaching nowhere near that in the churches. They ain't even telling you who you really are according to the Bible, as the brother was showing you earlier. This is what you was called when you came off those cargo slave ships. Over here, this is what the white man called you. But here, my brother, this is what God called us according to the Bible. So you've been called everything but a child of God. You've been called a Negro. You've been called a colored. You've been called an African. You've been called an Afro-American. Okay? You've been given all these different religions. Say, I'm Pentecostal. I'm Baptist. I'm Presbyterian. We all over the place. Am I right? Right. That's exactly right. But we are all one people. That's the problem. We don't know who we really are. Okay? We've been subservient to Christianity. Christianity is the white man religion. That's not our religion. God gave us laws, statutes, commandments. God gave us a heritage. Okay? Everything that we do and we excel in, what do the other nations do? They take it and make it their own. They steal our heritage. They steal our customs. They capitalize off. That's exactly right. Okay? Because you know we'll take things and go beyond, far beyond than anybody else. We'll take something Just think of all the great inventors. When you look at the stoplight down there, who you think, who invented the element that go into that light right up there? It was a black man.
And then the idea was stolen by...
And that's by your slave master. That's exactly right. So it shows you that we are a great and mighty people that has lost their identity. Watch this. Read that.
Hosea chapter 4 and verse 6. My people.
Who God say? He says, my people. Okay, read on.
Are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
That's why we got to come out here and show our people the knowledge. The knowledge. What is the knowledge? The knowledge is bringing us back to our heritage. The knowledge is the law, statute, commandments of the Most High God that he gave Moses, which is a black man, okay, when they came out of Egypt. When they came out of slavery in Egypt up under Pharaoh, okay? The Egyptians were black people too. Understand that. The Egyptians were black people too. But the Israelites were totally separate people. We was God's chosen people. We didn't choose God. God chose us. And we were fewer in number. You see what I'm saying? Matter of fact, give me Deuteronomy 7 verse 6. And I'm just trying to keep it basic for y'all to show you, again, these simple things ain't been taught to our people in the churches, in the schools, or in the colleges. Okay? Why? Because you're a product to keep their system going. You're a product to continue to be slaves in this system. Read this.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people.
God said we are a holy people because God gave the children of Israel, right here is the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. So when you see the so-called Mexicans, that's the tribe of Issachar. Those your brothers. When you see the so-called Puerto Ricans, that's your brothers and sisters. Okay, that's the tribe of Ephraim.
Bring it out.
When you see the American Indians, that's the tribe of Gad or Reuben, the Seminole Indians that was down in Florida. Our people have been scattered to the four corners of the earth through cargo slave ship for disobeying God. We got the proof right here in the Bible that's been on grandma's coffee table ever since we was a little boy. It's in the same book, but we haven't been taught it right. You see what I'm saying? We've been lied to. Aren't you tired of being lied to? Aren't you tired? I am. Yeah, once you know the truth, you get tired of being lied to. You don't know what's true no more. But this Bible is the truth. Sis, you understand? I'm gonna give you one. Let me give you one thing before you go, please. Can I? Deuteronomy 22:5. And this is just not just for you, but it's for the men too. Okay? Because we got to get the men right as well as our women right. Okay? Zephaniah 2:1 tell us, gather together, O nation not desired. You got to understand, no matter where we go, who is the nation that's not desired? It's the nation of Israel. The 12 tribes of the children of Israel. It ain't the nation of Islam. It ain't them. It ain't the nation of Buddha. It ain't the nation of Confucius. It ain't the nation of Baptist, Presbyterian, Catholicism. It ain't the nation. No, God has chose these people to be a special people above himself. Finish that. Watch this. Watch this. I'm going to let you go. So you won't know that I'm not lying to you like these pork chop preachers do. I want you to know the truth. We will know why? Because the brother, like he said earlier, we love our people. We love our sisters. Even though we see how bad and destroyed our people are, we know they're better than that, okay? And this Bible, because now we know this is our history book. This is true black history right here. Read on.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people.
We dance, we sing, athletic, no matter inventions, no matter what we do, we are a very educated people. We are smart people. We are a special people. What?
Unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Wait a minute. You mean you tell me you reading the Bible? The Holy Bible? That's in the Bible? That sounds racist, don't it? He said, above all people upon the face of the earth. You see what I'm saying? That's us that God is talking to right there. But you don't hear that in the church. So watch this. I'm going to give you what I said I'm going to give you. And let you go. Watch this. Deuteronomy. Here we go. Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
Okay, we talking about the woman, but read on.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
What you see going on today with the men? Huh? That's exactly right. Men wearing dresses. Homosexuality is spreading. Sodomy is spreading throughout all the earth this very day. Okay? But the God tells us the woman also should not put with it, which is pertaining to a man. Woman shouldn't be walking around looking manly, right? Okay? A woman's supposed to actually, not the man wearing the dress, but who's supposed to be wearing the dress? The woman, right. So while I'm telling you that, sis, that's a law for you as well as it's a law for us not to wear a dress. Men are supposed to put on pants. Men are supposed to look manly. Men are supposed to, just like women are supposed to, masculine, right. We need to put a masculine spirit on our women. That's why you see our women doing that. So I adjure you, sis, just that little law I gave you, consider that. Put them dresses on. You're a beautiful young woman. Put them dresses on, okay? It's called modesty, all right? Again, we're not here to tear anybody down. We're here to build you up. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Thank you, sis. All right? Where we at? Yes.
For all that do so are abomination unto the Lord thy God.
Give me John 8:32 again. Brother, I ain't going to hold you long. I appreciate you. I appreciate you staying. We're gonna shut it down here. I know it's getting dark, and but I want to share this with you again. What little bit we shared with you, believe me, it's a whole bunch of more we want to share. Okay, you got a flyer earlier, right?
I also subscribed on YouTube.
Okay, all praises, man. When you get time, just sit down because I'm telling you, about 10, 11 years ago, when I first really started seeking and trying to understand who am I? Why am I here? What's my purpose? Why are my people going through what they're going through? Then I look back in history and see how they did and is still doing my people from then even to this very day. Okay? There's a reason behind it that I didn't understand. So I said, God, because I know it's a God, I look at the sky, I see stars, I see a moon up there, I see trees, I see birds. Man couldn't do that. There got to be a supreme being, okay? But you got to understand that supreme being is our Father. Right. He's the one that chose it. Now he created all the nations on the earth, but he created us to rule over them. Even though it don't look like it right now. But in time, according to the prophecies of this Bible, that they don't tell you in the churches, these people that, again, that we'll read it. And we're going to the last book in the Bible. They ain't gonna preach this in the churches on TV. Watch this.
Revelation chapter 13 and verse 10.
Revelation means the revealing, okay? Same thing that reveals the image, the true image of Christ. The revealing. But Revelation is what again?
13 and verse 10.
Watch this.
He that leadeth into captivity.
What people took us on these cargo slave ships and led us in captivity? Esau, that's right. That's right. The so-called white man is called Esau. He come from his forefather Edom, okay? And not only that, who was in cahoots with him, I'll show you that here shortly, okay? Well, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you. These same people that had us in chains of shackles, the Arabs, okay? The Africans, okay? So it wasn't just the white man. There was the other nation, the Chinaman likewise. They all been profiting off our slavery, okay? But that ain't gonna continue on but for so long. Because God is waking his people up in the last days. So that's why you need to know you ain't no Negro, you ain't no color, no African, no African American. You are Israelite, according to the Bible. That's who we really are. And what tribe of the Israelites are you from is according to who your father is. You may not know your father. Do you know your father? Okay, so your father is he so-called an African American? Or where's your father from? Do you know anything about your father?
He's from Charlotte.
Okay, he's from Charlotte. Okay.
The only thing I know is that his people from Japan.
His people from Japan. Okay. Because again, our people were scattered to the four corners of the earth. That's how they built their kingdoms. How you think America built this kingdom called America? Off the backs of slaves. Am I right? That's exactly right. How you think they continue to progress in their economy and everything else that they do? Oh man, there you go. Watch this. Read on.
He that leadeth into captivity.
He that leadeth into captivity. I mean, who led you into slavery? Because we didn't just go willingly. Right. Right, exactly. Read on.
Shall go into captivity.
That sounds like you reap what you sow. If you led somebody in captivity, read it again.
He that leadeth into captivity.
The people that led us into captivity, okay? All the other countries that had their hand involved in it, what?
Shall go into captivity.
Shall go into captivity. meaning they're going to reap what they sow. They're going to go into slavery likewise. You get what I'm saying? So, go ahead, I'm listening.
And then the part saying, it's also a part saying it's going to be worse, right?
Oh, yeah. They're going to get double.
Double, yeah.
Yes, they're going to get double. That's exactly right. Let me ask you, how many gates is into the kingdom of heaven?
12.
There you go, my brother. How many gates, my brother, is it into the kingdom of heaven? 12. That's exactly right. And who is those 12 gates for?
12 tribes.
The 12 tribes of the children of Israel. That's what the Bible said. Why the white man ain't teaching that on TBN? Huh? Why back in the day, I know this is probably beyond y'all time, Tammy and Faye Baker. Why Jimmy Swaggart, you remember that? Yeah. Why they weren't teaching that then about the 12 tribes of the children of Israel? It's in the Bible. They don't want you to know who you really are.
Right.
So you ain't just no niggas, spicks, and coons, okay? You are the chosen people of God.
Right.
We've always been the chosen people of God.
Been in America.
Huh?
We've always been here.
That's right. We had people here. That's right. Okay? And it's documented. That's right. Even exactly.
Since Pangea, since the earth was one piece of land, everything was together.
Well, again, that's why we come to the Bible to get the true knowledge, the understanding. Okay. Again, the knowledge. Why did we go into slavery? What happened to us that we be treated this way? Why did we go into slavery? Say it again. We didn't keep the covenant. We didn't keep the law, statute, commandment, and we agreed to it when Moses came out of Egypt with the 12 tribes of Israel. God gave him not only just 10 commandments, because there's multiple commandments that falls upon those 10 commandments, okay? But those ones that we again agreed to. We agreed to keeping those laws, statute, commandments. That was our ancestors, right? Okay? So
We enslaved a lot of our own people, though. Really,
say that.
we enslaved a lot of our own people. King Tut in Africa, they did that before the Europeans did that.
Go ahead, listen, brother.
Isn't it over 100 actually?
You know what?
Like when you break it down.
Yeah. It's over 600 some laws, okay? But they're only fitted for us.
Us as black people,
Yes.
My sister right here thinks Jesus Christ is white.
Okay.
She said he doesn't have a color.
who said that?
Okay. But can we show you? Okay. First of all, hold that up. While you get it, I'm gonna show you. The Bible says, "Prove all things." Okay. The pastors and preachers in the church, why don't they read it right out the Bible? The Bible tell you. Watch this, sister. Revelation chapter 1, verse 14. First of all, start with 1 and 1. Watch this.
Revelation chapter 1 and verse 1.
Okay.
The revelation of Jesus Christ.
Now, it says the revelation of Jesus Christ. What that mean? The revealing of Jesus Christ. Read on.
Which God gave unto him.
Which God gave unto John, which was on Patmos Island. God gave that unto him. Okay, read on.
To show unto his servants.
So to show somebody something, they got to be able to see it, right? To show unto his servants. Read on.
Things which must shortly come to pass.
Watch this.
Verse 14.
Uh-huh.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
What people have the texture, key word, wool. What people have the texture of woolly hair? Black people, that's right. So-called black people. But let's read on. Maybe it's made more detail. Read on. So you know we ain't just making it up. But where did we get this image from? Who gave us that? They're white people. That's what you call white supremacy.
Bring it out.
From the time that our forefathers and foremothers came off those colonies slave ship,
But we was taught that.
we was taught that. That's right. Of course we was.
Yeah.
That's what we're saying.
But see, we got to understand that great grandmamas, you know what I'm saying, mamas, so they was taught that.
Exactly. And it was passed down. Right.
So our
Right.
mama them taught us the same
Right.
thing. So
Exactly. And that's all we saw. The image that we saw. Because when you see things, there's something that sticks with you. You can think you've seen things as a little boy that sticks with you this very day, right? Likewise. But let's see again and hear what the Bible's saying. Because why these preachers ain't telling this? Why they ain't teaching this? And you know what? If color didn't matter, if color didn't matter, watch this. If color did not matter, why did they change the image of Christ? When the Bible reads in everybody's book, he's the same color. He's the same yesterday, today, and forevermore. So who changed the truth of God into a lie? Watch this. Let's read on. Read. His head and his Christianity. That's right. Read on. His head and his hairs
were white like wool,
Okay.
as white as snow,
Uh-huh.
and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Now, his eye was a flame of fire. Why would his eyes look like a flame of fire? It don't mean he had cyclops beams coming out of his eyes. According to Genesis. Now, notice this. We in the book of Revelation, which is the last book of the Bible. The Bible will interpret itself. I don't have to prove it to you out of my own word. The Bible will interpret its own self. Okay? Genesis 49 and 12, it's going to tell you why his eyes were as a flame of fire. Watch this.
Genesis chapter 49 and verse 12.
Uh-huh.
His eyes shall be red with wine, and his teeth.
You hear that? His eyes shall be red with wine.
Right.
Christ drunk wine. Back then, they ain't had no old jungle juice and Hawaiian punch. They drunk wine, okay? And now Christ wasn't just getting drunk. Matter of fact, the first miracle that Christ done was turn water to wine, okay? Wine is good if it's drunk moderately.
That's right.
Now, when you overdrink and get stupid acting, that's not how you're supposed to do. Wine is supposed to be drunk moderate for celebrations, festivities, to bring joy, okay? Happiness. But our people in such a degenerate position in this land that they call America, Babylon the Great. We've been so destroyed that our people drink wine over excessively, liquor, smoke, do all types of dope excessively to escape the traumas that's been done to them in their mind, the pressures of trying to live and survive. You see what I'm saying? But again, his eyes was because of the wine. But let's go back. Again, that just gives you a little history. Now, that was at Genesis, meaning the beginning, right? We're going back to Revelation. See, the Bible interprets itself. We ain't making nothing up. We ain't preaching you a sweet sermon. Watch this. Read.
Verse 15. And his feet like unto fine brass.
Now, his feet like unto fine brass. Brass, what color is brass? Brown. So it's a lot of different brown people in the world. But here's another depiction that goes and add a little bit more. Because you can say, well, the Arabs are brown. Okay, the Africans are brown. Okay, you may even, some so-called Mexicans are brown, right? There's a lot of people that got that color brown. Exactly. But watch this. As the color of brass, as what?
As if they burned in a furnace.
Now, that adds a little extra to it. You burn something in the furnace, what color is it? That's exactly right. Charcoal, he's black.
That's right.
So where in the hell did we get this from? Hosea 4:6 says, my people. This is God's people right here, the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. Okay? That's God's people right there. How many gates is it to the kingdom of heaven? I'm just asking. How many gates is it to the kingdom of heaven? It's okay if you're wrong, because we all thought the same thing at one time. Just guess. Okay, you don't know. That's fine. I ain't gonna hurt you. Yeah, that's all right. Hey, I didn't know either. How many gates is it to the kingdom of heaven?
I just know one.
Thank you, brother, because that's all I knew was one big pearly gate.
That's it.
But again, it's a lie, because through the imagery that they showed on TV, we all see people come up. There's an angel standing there with a book, and there's one big gate, and he'll let you in, or you don't go in at all. You drop down and go to hell, right? But watch this according to the Bible. How many gates is to the kingdom of heaven? And see if we, again, what's this? It says Holy Bible, King James Version. And understand this, King
rewritten.
where it was authorized, okay, but understand this. When our people were scattered to the four corners of the earth to cargo slave ship, okay, King James was a black man that ruled, okay. He authorized that the Bible by scholars that it was, again, written in the different languages so that, again, because he knew we was going to be scattered. We just happen to be here in America speaking English, okay? Some of our people over there speaking Iranian, or some of our people speaking Chinese, Spanish, okay? We've been speaking all types of languages. But there is a people of God only. But watch this. The gates. Hey, sis, I know you got to go. Watch this. I want you to hear this last thing. How many gates? Before you go, I want you to hear this last thing so you know. When you walk away from here, watch this. About the gates of heaven. Read.
Revelation chapter 21 and verse 12. And had a wall great and high.
Okay.
It had 12 gates.
How many gates is it? Well, who's 12 gates for? Is it for the white man? Is it for the Chinese man? Huh? Watch this. No, I'm going to show you. Now, there was 12. Now, you on to something. There was 12 disciples, right? Watch this. But who are the 12 gates for? Watch this, sir.
And at the gates, 12 angels.
Now, at the gates, 12 angels. Read on. Watch this.
And names written thereon.
Names written on these 12 gates, which are what?
Which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel.
You see that, sis? I never heard that in church. All my years going to church with mama, grandma, I never heard that. They never read that out of Revelation 21 and 12, right? Yes, sir. They never read that. You know why? Again, they don't want you to know who you really are according to this Bible. Joel 2 and 27. They never wanted you to know who you are. They want you to continue to be niggas. They want you to continue to be Africans, African Americans, colored, blacks. They want you to continue to be everything but a child of God. So now you heard it right here, right now. You saw it, you heard it with your own ears, you seen it with your own eyes, and it's coming right out of the Bible. We ain't making it up. You see what I'm saying? So watch this. Joel 2 and 27.
Joel chapter 2 and verse 27.
Uh-huh.
And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel.
Who is God in the midst of?
Israel.
He's in the midst of Israel. What?
And that I am the Lord your God.
Watch this. Wait a minute. Let me back up. Watch this. You hear this? Watch this. He's in the midst of who? Israel. And watch this.
And I am the Lord your God and none else.
He said, I'm the Lord your God. I'm your God, Israel. And nobody else is God, because God didn't choose all the other nations.
Right.
I know when you hear John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he was talking about was the world of Israel.
That's right.
All right, because you got the sea world, don't you? You got the sports world, don't you? You got the animal world, don't you? But God wasn't talking about those worlds.
Right.
He wasn't talking about the food world. He was talking about the world of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel.
That's right.
I'm the Lord your God, and what?
And none else.
He ain't everybody else God. So why do they hate us so much? They hate us so much because God chose us. You didn't choose God. He chose us. And we was disobedient. That's why we've been going through what we've been going through down through history.
That's right.
Until we repent. That's why we out here now, because we got to show our people the way back. Because these preachers ain't doing it. These politicians ain't doing it. And Trump sure hell ain't going to do it.
That's right.
You get what I'm saying? So these preachers in these churches, y'all need to let them know. Y'all need to let them know we're the Israelites that the Bible speaks of. We're the 12 tribes of the children of Israel that God chosen from the very beginning.
Right.
All right? Amos 3 and 1. And I'll let you go on this, but I got to give you one last thing too. One last thing, I promise you, I'll let you go after this. Let me read this and I'm going to give you one last thing. Amos 3 and 1, watch this.
Amos chapter 3 and verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel.
God spoke against us because he's only dealing with us.
Right.
I ain't speaking to the white man. They ain't my children. I didn't choose the Chinese man. Right. I didn't choose the African, the Hamite man. I didn't choose them. I chose you. I told you to be at home at 9 o'clock before the street lights come on. You get that? You understand that, right? I'm your father and none else. Read on.
Against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt.
Who God bring out from the land of Egypt? He brought us from the children of Israel. Was we not in captivity up under the Hamites, which are the Egyptians? No, all of us. He brought all of us out, right. Okay, he brought us out of Egypt. So that story about Moses, that ain't just no story. That ain't no fairy tale story. That's a true story. Right. Moses is a black man. Right. Christ is a black man. The disciples, Paul, Peter, Ezekiel, Malachi, Jeremiah, they are black men. Just like you today, you see standing out here. These are chosen men, vessels of God, to preach the gospel, the true gospel. What does gospel mean? It means good news. I've given you good news today to tell you you ain't just a Negro, you ain't just a color, you ain't just a black, you ain't just an African American. You are the children of Israel. You're the chosen people of God. And it's high time for us to wake up and take our rightful place back. Y'all understand that? This is love. God in John 8:32 saying, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. I've given you the truth that you don't have to worship and serve this anymore. Right. So if you don't worship and serve this anymore, let go of that witchcraft called Christmas. It has nothing to do with Christ being born.
That's right.
Let go of that witchcraft called Easter.
Right.
Christ ain't got nothing to do with no eggs and bunny rabbits.
Right.
Let go of all these things, these philosophies and theologies that was given to you by these men right here.
That's right.
That's lied to you all your daggone life and from generation to generation. These men right here are made up, man-made religions. Okay? From Baptists, Mormon, Adventists, Seventh-day Adventists, Jehovah's Witness, Pentecost. During these dates right here from 1608 all the way to 1901, even to 2025, we are still in slavery to these people here.
Right.
Not physically, but mentally we destroyed.
Right.
My people are perished for the lack of knowledge. Not even knowing who they are, not even knowing the law, statutes, commandments that got us in this predicament. It's going to take the law, statutes, commandments to get us out of this predicament.
Right.
We got to come back to God and repent, okay?
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is